Ooh, greetings everyone. This is Dr. Aikyna Finch. Jesus Christ, that wasn't what I wanted to do, but amen anyhow. It is great to see you all. So, today I've made a post about why you don't just build a platform, build a community. And that was inspired because, hello. Oh, y'all coming in. I can't even wave at all of y'all. Y'all coming in so fast. Okay, awesome. So, that was inspired by what I saw this weekend. This weekend, I was at a wonderful event called the Bloom Conference. And it was hosted by, they call her KO, but Kalia, I can't say her last name. God bless her. But I call her Kalila. And it was amazing. And it was a nice setting where it was all about empowerment to women. Blooming, how women need to wake up get on one day and, just bloom. A lot of people feel like they're not doing things at the speed that they want to do. Right? Oh, yes, it should be interesting. It will, and it's getting there. But of course, I'm a storyteller, so I got to build this thing up. Hey, Shannon. And so, Shannon waved before I got to wave to her. I love it. Hey, Shannon. So, yes, this should be interesting, Patricia. And so this was teaching women, basically, it's your time to bloom, right? But we shouldn't be upset if we haven't bloomed at a certain particular time, because we all know that, we bloom in God's time and not in our timing. And so some people were pushing off the bloom. Some people were trying to rush the bloom. And then some people didn't even think they were supposed to bloom, So we brought it from all these different angles of blooming. And of course, blooming is reaching your potential, reaching your greatness, whatever you want to say. Or finding who you are. Okay. So I'm sitting here in this conference, and I was just at awe because, we were in Wilmington, North Carolina, and that was the first time I ever been there. And it's a very quaint little town. And, a lot of startup companies there, a lot of tech businesses there, a lot of good energy, yet it had that good homey feel, right? And what I was surprised by was the diversity in the support. Usually, like here in Nashville per se, when I go to an event, most people are gonna look like me, or they're going to look nothing like me with dots of me. Okay, come through with all the blooming flowers. Right, exactly. And but it was amazing. Hello. It was amazing for me to see all these different people of different ethnicities coming together and being one. All for the common purpose to learn how to build themselves up. Okay? And that is because she built a community. She didn't just build a platform. She didn't build just the Bloom Conference. She built a community to have them come to the Bloom Conference. And see, that seems to be a lot of the problem. We build these platforms, look at this, we need this, oh, this is going to be great, we need, but we don't build a community around it. And see, that's important because, we have all these conferences, but then they get empowered, inspired, ready to move and be great. But then where do they go after that? Where do they go after the event? Where do they go after the summit? Where do they go after this, that, and the other, right? And we need to think about that when we're putting on these events. And I mean, even people that do workshops for 4 hours. Let's say you are just, you're an accountant, or you are a baker, or you are a postman, whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is. You need, and you do this event to teach somebody how to do something, knowing darn good and well that you cannot teach them everything they need in that amount of time. So where do they go after that? They need to be a group where you are cultivating them to reach their next level. There needs to be a community for them to go into. And then after you are cultivating, throwing in seed, we're talking about blooming, then eventually these people will become what? Loyal fans, loyal clients, loyal customers. Okay. Now, that is what you need. A lot of times we do these get rich quick schemes, these get our follower up schemes. Prime example, the gift cards, the t-shirts, the opt-in, the this and the that. Okay? Yes, interesting. Okay, I am coming with something though. I'm coming with something, Sylvia. Hold on with it. And then we'll get a lot of people in our groups or a lot of people on our platforms that just wanted the free gift. They don't necessarily care about what you're talking about. And so when you have this group and you done got these people in there and then they don't care what you're talking about, they just want the free gift, you wondering why you don't have any engagement. You wonder why nobody's talking back to you. You wonder why nobody is buying the stuff. Come on through. Well, I'm telling you why they're not coming through. I'm telling you why they don't buy the stuff. Because they weren't interested in the first place. They were just trying to get something free. So, what do we do with this? If, I'm not saying don't give stuff free. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, hello Nadine. What I'm saying is that if you're going to give something free, it needs to be related to the content that you're sharing. Okay? If you are going to do an event, it needs to be related to the content that you are about. If you are going to host a workshop, it needs to be related to the content that you are about. Unless you are talking about Visa gift cards or you're talking about money, then Visa gift cards would make sense. But if you are talking about book launches and you are giving away Visa gift cards, those two do not relate. However, if you were talking about books and you gave out a free checklist of what to do at a book launch, that would make a lot more sense. Y'all feeling me? And then they would come into the community knowing exactly what you're getting ready to give them. They would know exactly what it was about. And so they would be more engaged in your group because they came in with the pretense of what you were trying to give. Does that make sense? Y'all not talking back to me today. I know I'm spitting some knowledge. I know I am. So does that make sense? Throw up some hearts, throw up something. Let me know y'all still here because I can get off. Y'all know me. I can get off. If I'm not spitting any knowledge to you, I need to know. Yes, you are. Okay. All right. I just need to know something. Y'all been a little quiet today. So, now, and I mean, this is something that we really need to think about. Everybody tells us, oh, we need to get these in here. We need to do these contests. We need to do this. Yes, do the contest, but do it with something that you are going to provide in the group. Don't do it with something just to catch an eye because you need a number, because you need a like. Let me tell you something. Let's be real clear. Can I be real clear with you? Can I drop a real hot nugget for you? Likes don't pay the bills. Likes don't pay the bills. So, I'd rather have have a small engaged group that will follow me and that will continue on with me, that will buy the book, that will buy the product, that will be at the event, than a 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 group, and none of them care about what I'm talking about. Do y'all understand the scenario? Do y'all see the difference? Y'all not talking back to me now. You know, I thought, you know, y'all like this topic. So I thought that y'all gonna be about this thing. Okay, all right now. All right. I want to make, hi Susie. I met Susie at the event. So Susie knows what I'm talking about. Now, so let's go back to the event. So we were talking about blooming, right? We were talking about, you know, being your better self, releasing all of this, okay? So what would I use if I was marketing that particular event and going to make a community out of that, right? What would I do? Well, the next step would be, if I wanted to help people bloom, I would then do a community where they could come together and talk about their blooming experience. Okay? Okay? Y'all with me? I would also make a community where we could talk about, you know, I would put a workbook in there. Okay? I could put a workbook in there and let the people fill the workbook out, and then talk about the different things that we were blooming through each week in the community, right? Then I would put things in there about the community, about blooming, about being my best self, about taking myself to the next level. Y'all feeling what I'm saying here? Okay? All of that stuff is on brand. I did not give them anything that didn't make any sense to them. Okay? I did not take away from my integrity of the brand right there, because everything that I added to the group was based on the sole premise of the group that I did in the beginning. Okay? So, now y'all saying, okay, how can I make a community? Give me an example. Okay, I'm going to go through here. Okay, I see a jewelry community. Okay, so we have the paparazzi people. We have the people that's making their own jewelry. We have people that are buying jewelry and then, you know, reselling it. Okay. So what could I do with that? I'm going to use an example. This is just an example. Okay, because I see a couple of my jewelry people in here. So if they wanted to make a community, what would they do? Well, first off, they would post classes about how to market your paparazzi jewelry. Let's do a paparazzi one. Let's do that. Okay, let's do that one. Then I'll do one for the one where you make the jewelry. Okay. So I would do tips on marketing the paparazzi, tips on setting up your booth at an event, tips on how to find a vending space, tips on how to buy in bulk, in a way that's cost effective, how to know how to track your inventory, how to, a lot of those types of things, put that in the group. Then I would have a paparazzi team member of the week or of the month, okay? But probably like the week, okay? And spotlight how they are how they're doing in their little upline, and how they're moving to the next level and what their aspiration is, da-da-da-da. Why? Because that would inspire some of my new paparazzi people to know that I can make it to the next level and I can actually do it quickly. What? If I put in the work. Okay? That's just an example of that. So then I have my jewelry people that make the jewelry. They love to design and all that. So what would I put in that group? I would put in... I hope y'all are taking notes. Exactly. Yes, I'm giving y'all this stuff for free 99. I don't usually do this, So I'm giving y'all some tips. And then if you have an industry that you want me to go through, pop it in the comments and I'll do an example of that industry. Okay, so let me finish up with my jewelry makers. So, what would be in the jewelry makers group, right? Jewelry makers group, tips on the perfect tool to take you to the next level. You know, different lengths, different cords, different beads, you know, why you should wear this bead versus this bead. Yes, okay, I see spa products. Okay, I'll do that next. And then, of course, you know, have a video where you're actually making something. A lot of demos in that group. Because if you are a maker or a creative, creatives love demos. Creatives love demos, okay? All right. So that'd be awesome. So I see spa products, I see books or t-shirts, and services. Okay, y'all gonna give me the working up in here. But I love it. I love it. See, this is the kind of stuff I like to do. And see, y'all get all this kind of stuff at the Social Power Summit. Because y'all see me in action. Because I'm actually going to do a workshop where y'all will just basically get to pick my brain. So, you know, I'm just saying, might be a good look to get on into place. Social Power Summit. Vanessa, pop that up in there for me if you're still here. Okay. Now, this is the thing. Let's go with the spa products. Okay, oh my God. So, you know, spa industry. So I would put people in there to do, you know, different spa things. So I would have an interview from a masseuse. I would have an interview from, you know, a manicurist. I would have an interview from, you know, people that do all of their stuff. Oh, not the Bitly Boo, just the socialpowersummit.com. I didn't make a Bitly this time. But that's good. Good. All right. So then I would do demos on the best relaxation tips to add to your things. And then I would also do demos of the different products that you're serving. And if you are doing like concierge services, hi, Sharella. If you're doing like concierge services, then I would definitely show the tape of of your platform and how you're doing it. Okay, lots of demos in that group in that spa products. And then also spa products also would have vendor space. So I would definitely, hi Tiffany, how are you doing? And hello, woman of God. And so a lot of demos for that one as well. And then I would start bringing in the different industries, and I would encourage them to connect and to collaborate, because you never know if they're together and they could possibly do pop-ups together, because spa products, they could do great pop-ups together. So that's just a idea there. My book and t-shirts. Okay, books, t-shirts, basically product line. Okay. And that was for Billy. All right, Billy. So t-shirts. I am a t-shirt lover. So I would do people that do t-shirts, vendors, the best vendors to buy your t-shirts from, the best online places to go. If you are a Teespring person, if you're a Zazzle person, you know, what's the best way to do your connections. Also, who's the best, you know, if you decide you want to just do screen, what's the best screen printer to buy? You know, what's that best product? Also, I would then put in, you know, what kind of bundles you can do, because, you know, a lot of times people like t-shirts in bundles. You see them all the time, the $25 or the 2 for $40. You know, what bundle works best? Then of course I would do a setup. So I would do different, how they would look on the vending tables. I would do that, and then the best ways to put them in the stores. What store works best? If you are Teespringer versus if you're Shopify, will that work best? Or will it be better just to put it on a WordPress and build a store from there, from your website? What you have found to be good on that. Also, giving people ideas. I would have somebody, be like a draft board. So have them put up their idea for their t-shirt and do a yay or nay session and give feedback on what they could do to make that t-shirt pop a little more. Should that t-shirt have glitter? Or should that t-shirt, just be white? Should that t-shirt be in different colors? And really give feedback on it, because, that is a clothing, that's a clothing thing. Same thing with the book. Is this cover popping? What does this cover say to you? Should the fonts be different? Then, of course, if you're doing the books, I would definitely say what publishers to work with and which ones to stay away from. Is self-publishing the best thing for you? Or do you have a list of publishers that are thebomb.com? I would have interviews with publishers that are doing their thing. I would have interviews with authors that have done anthologies and different things like that. Okay? So that is a good thing for your books and products and that. Now, services. That would be Miss Shannon. So basically all services will fall along into this category of here. First off, having interviews with the people that are in your industry, first off. Second of all, doing a lot of how-to videos, enough to give them 1 or 2 tips, but don't give them everything so they'll have to come to you. A lot of videos about the importance of, if you have any news articles about that particular service where somebody got hoodwinked or bamboozled, those really work very well too. And then, of course, if you have any articles about how your industry is moving up and why they should have you in that industry, that is definitely a good look as well. And then, of course, spotlighting a client a month or something like that, doing a testimonial. And then, of course, for services, who is that best client? Who is that ideal client? So if it's a lot of people in there that's doing that particular service, what kind of client they should look for? Because, a lot of times when you're doing services, sometimes you cold call, and then sometimes you get referrals. So you need to know what to be asking in the discovery session, because there are certain red flags that you should look for in any discovery session. And so that would be an awesome topic for you to talk about in your group. And then, of course, we could talk about that offline, about those different things you need to look for in a discovery session. Maybe one day I'll do a live stream on that. Should I do a live stream on that? Hint, hint. The red flags that you look for in a discovery session. So those are some of the things that I would put in that group. And then, of course, I would invite people I would niche that one down. So people that need it. And then, of course, people that would need that education. And in your case, you would put in the industry around it. So you would do money. And then you would also do the actual accounting. And then you would do, what happens if you don't have this. Okay? Make sense? Awesome. Do we have any others? Is this making sense to y'all? Am I giving y'all some good nuggets? You're not really talking to me today. Y'all usually talk to me. Hello, Dr. Missy. Hello, Dr. Missy. How are you doing? Do we have any other industries? Okay, I'm going to keep talking then until I see one. All right, so those are just examples of how you can start building these communities and what to put in the community. Don't just build the community, and I'm going to be real honest. Don't just build a community just to say you have a community. Build a community because you want to help the community be better. Does that make sense? We're too busy taking notes. Oh, okay. And see, make sure that this is authentic, because they could tell when you're just trying to, get some likes and get some love. It's different. So that's why you want to make sure that this thing is of value. And so think it out before you do this. And so why do you want a community? That's the next thing. And then I'm going to do transportation. Well, let me do the transportation, and then I will do, then I'll tell you why you want the community. Okay, so transportation. Okay, so I would have people that were in the industry, people who are passionate about the transportation industry. I would definitely have things about laws about transportation, especially if you are passenger versus if you are going to be by yourself, if you're traveling locally versus if you're on the road. There are different regulations for each. So I would definitely make sure that I was talking about the regulation changes. That's very important. Also, the licensure. There are certain licenses that you need to have in order to drive certain things. So I would make sure that I was keeping people abreast of the different licensure. Then, of course, making sure that the transportation vehicle is equipped. What does your vehicle need to be equipped with? Are you building the community in a group page, newsletter, etc.? Okay, so I would say a group page, and you can send them out a newsletter, and you will want them to join the email list, of course, so that you could use the newsletter. But they need to have a hub, which is like but what is the question, Dr. Missy? The question is, they're putting in different communities, because we're talking about building community. You're good at that, Dr. Missy. And I was telling them that we don't want to just do stuff for likes. We want to build a community, right? So we're talking about different communities and what we would put in our community groups, if that makes sense. So like if you were a speaker or something. But let me finish up transportation. And then, so Sharella, we were talking about regulations and things like that. And then also, I would put in, different hazards to look out for. I would have them put in if they found out, there was a road crossing here, or there's a messed up building there, or if there's a roadblock here. And, that would help other people who are on the roads know, to look out, that kind of thing. You could be like this one big hub of everything transportation, if that makes sense. Okay, very good. I hope that answered your question, Sharella. Okay, thank you, Dr. Missy. I see that answer. You got it. That's a great topic. Thank you very much. So now we're going to why we want to build community, and then what can we do with the community, right? So now we have these community topics, and we have these people in there, and we are having them building. So what are we going to do with this? We are going to first off fill in some gaps. Okay? This is a place where people can get knowledge, information. They can start collaborations. There's nothing like a good JV partner, y'all. It's nothing like a good JV. And for those who don't know what JV is, that's joint venture. And then, of course, you also want this to be a space for you to put your, for them to be able to get resources to reach their next level on the topic. It's only certain things you can do for free, okay? There's only certain things you can do for free. There's only a certain level you're going to get to for free. And I'm going to be real honest with that. We're talking speaker, coach, deal. And there's only a certain thing that certain level you're going to get to with free products, okay? Only a certain level. I mean, even the educators had to go and get some schooling, right? Oh Lord, that sounded real southern, but okay. But some schooling like I'm like super old. But you get the point. Now, oh wow, hi Miss Matthews. I'm all off now because this wonderful woman came in here. Okay, that's all good. But anyway, so now that we've built this community, we need to do something with it. So this is also a point where you're going to put in your products and your services, your events, things like that, so they can reach their next level. They already know, like, and trust you at this point because they've been in here. They've been engaging with you. They see the knowledge. They see the value that you put into this. So now they're going to only expect that you're going to tell them about your products and services before you tell the public. Okay? Makes perfect sense, right? So you are doing them a favor by telling them about their products and services before it even hits the market. Okay? Then you also have a focus group right there. Because we want to work smarter, not harder, right? So we can actually sell the product in our group first before we actually put anything together. If they don't like it, then there's no reason to go any further with that piece. If they love it, they buy it, they pre-order it, then you know that that's a product that you need to focus on. You can use them as a focus group. Why? Because they're your ideal client. So if they don't bite, then you don't need to go any further with that. It's time for you to start tweaking and moving to the next level. Or, scrap that and try something different. And then you know what topics they're talking about, they're liking more, they're expressing more interest, they're engaging more in. So that's usually where you want to do your products in. Does that make sense? And this product could be a book, it could be a program, it could be a workshop, it could be a live event. Y'all get what I'm saying? And with workshops, we do mean live and virtual. Okay? So that is a way for you to home in on your particular audience. Am I making sense here? I know it's a little latency, so I'm hoping. Y'all not really talking to me today. Hello, Bev. Hello, Miss Ellis. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go on it. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Billy. Okay. So that is why you want to do the group. And then you are able to have like that cutting edge feel. Okay? You can have that cutting edge feel. Because if something new comes onto the pike, you want to be the first one to introduce that to your group. If you learn a new technique or a skill, you want to be the first one to bring that to the group. Because you're going to be the expert in that thing. So you want to be able to bring that first thing to the group, then get their feel on the group, from the group, and if they are super excited about that, then what should happen? There should be a master class on that. There should be a workshop on that. Okay? So that they can learn that as well. Okay? Or there should be, if it's something that they're like, then that might be something that you do a opt-in on. That free product where they can go get that can lead into your next offer or whatever through your landing page. That would be something that you use just to get your email list built up. So how many of y'all have a group already and are using these and using it for this purpose? How many of y'all have a group where y'all are building people up, giving them information, and staying cutting edge. Lord, I must turn the thing. Nobody has a group? Okay. Well, how many of y'all are going to get a group? Because y'all know y'all have something to share. Okay? Okay, Dr. Missy has a group. Okay, good. So what's your group on, Dr. Missy? Hey, DC, how you doing? Okay. Sylvia, very, very good. Now, Shannon, yay, Shannon. Always working to make it better. Okay, so what do you think you can do to make it better, Dr. Missy? What is some of the things that you want to add to your group? And anybody who is getting ready to do a group, give me some of the things you want to add to your group. Hello. Okay, you have 2 group pages and haven't done that, all of that. That's good info. Okay, good, good. Going to get a group. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay, Billy, I've seen you're doing very good with your live streaming, but you also have to give them, oh, yes, the workshop thing, Natasha, that's very good. I would say the same thing with Billy, you know, maybe some workshops or, you know, where you're showing them how to do whatever, you know, because especially with the whatever devil, Dr. Missy, automation. Yes, automation is very important because, you know, those posts can be automated. And you have to remember, you know, now that we can only do third-party automation through our groups and through our business pages. Now, we can't do it on our personal pages anymore. So don't do that. So don't try it. You'll get rejected. So if anybody has been wondering why this stuff doesn't work anymore, that's why. Facebook has blocked it on our personal pages. We can only do it on our business, and we can only do it in our groups. Facebook does have a scheduling program in there, and that's what they prefer you use. But if you have to use a Hootsuite or a Buffer or a CoSchedule, then you'll do that in your groups and on your business pages. Okay? Now, people really don't know the power of email marketing. Exactly. And see, that's the thing. When you're having your pages, and let's say, I know it works on MailChimp. You can actually put a tab in your group or on your page, whatever, and let them join your email list right from the page. So they don't ever have to leave Facebook to join your email list. So you don't necessarily have to do the landing page. The landing page is good because it'll capture other traffic that don't know about your Facebook page. But if they're already on your Facebook page, they can go to the tab on your Facebook page because you're going to integrate that with MailChimp, right? Or whatever you're using. But I do know it works for MailChimp. I have that set up. And then they can go click that tab, and then they can join your email list right from your Facebook page. Because we want people to work smarter, not harder, right? We want people to work smarter, not harder. So we want to make sure, yes, loving the MailChimp lately. MailChimp is doing much better now that they got landing pages and everything. We can integrate the whole world up in here. Loving it. So that is something that y'all need to do to your pages. Make sure that your email list is on your pages as a tab so that they don't have to leave. Because, you know, we have that button that says learn more or sign up or whatever. That's good and great. But how many of them click that button because they know that they're getting ready to leave? Probably not a lot. But if they know that all they have to do is click on the side tab, join the list, and then keep looking at your stuff, how much will they do that more, right? Because they don't have to go nowhere else. And they can do that right there on the phone. Just saying. Love it. So how many of y'all are using your, linking your email to your pages? Now y'all know y'all knew I had to get techie. That's my life. That's my whole entire life. Y'all knew I was going to get techie just a little bit. But it's still part of building the community. I haven't swayed that far off the topic. So how many of y'all are using that? Okay, I'm going to wait for y'all to answer. I'm going to keep talking. Then, also while you're building the community, you want them first to go over there. Okay? Yes, you will be. Yes, you will. Okay, and then, so we have our group. You have your pages. Both of them, got to figure that out? Okay, very good. And then, you love techie. Okay, you going to look at that tonight? Okay, good. So now, there's a difference between the group and the business page. I would go ahead and have a group page because the business page expound on linking your email to your page. That's the group. That's usually the business page, and it's just a tab. Usually in the email, there'll be a section called integrations. And you can go in there and it'll say if you can link it to Facebook. And then you just go through the steps that they have, and they're going to probably link it to your page, not your group. So you want them to come, whenever they come into the page, you want them to be able to link. Hello, Dr. Moore. How are you? So that is a way for when people are visiting. That could be like the very first post. Hey, by the way, go ahead and join the mailing list. Very, very important. Yes. Then, and then also on your page, you can let the people know that you also have a group. That's also important. Okay? Now, the difference between a page and a group is that the page is usually forward-facing and is usually me-based, meaning everything about the company, and things you post, different articles and things you post. If somebody else tries to post, it'll go over on a sidebar. Versus if you want engagement from people, for them to be able to post front-facing, you would need a group. Look at Vanessa looking out for me. Look at Vanessa. That's right. Get your tickets to get more info on how you can grow your business at the socialpowersummit.com. Yes. How many of y'all got y'all ticket for socialpowersummit.com? If y'all don't have it, how many of y'all are going to get it? That's the point. That is the point. Because, oh my God, the stuff that's going to be in that room is going to be amazing. I've seen some of the PowerPoints. It is craziness. So, back to this. So, now, me, yes, Dr. Missy. I get to see Dr. Missy. We got to take lots of pictures with Dr. Missy. Yes. And Dr. Missy's having a conference this week, I do believe. Dr. Missy's going to be turning up with Lisa Nicole Cloud, honey. Yes. Come on now, Sherelle. I see you. Yeah, we can't wait to see you in the room. Y'all get to meet me and Vanessa. Who else going to be in the room? I'm looking forward to seeing you. If you're liking what she's teaching, you need to be in the room. Come on through, Vanessa. That's what I'm talking about. They need to be in the room. See, Vanessa, that's my girl right there. Yes. So, now, we're going to finish this last little nugget up, and then we're going to close this thing down. Free will only get you so much. Invest in yourself. Come on through, Vanessa. That's right. Free will only get you so far. And I mean, my goodness. Free will only get you so far, and we all know that. And we're going to try to milk it to the Hilton back. But, even a small investment, the $27, the $47, still having to be in. Yes, girl, the upper room, honey. Honey, it's getting ready to be for real up in there. Dr. Missy's saying, ooh, yes, yes, yes. Woo, Dr. Missy getting ready to turn up. But at the end of the day, you need to build these communities because there's plenty of gaps. There's plenty of holes. There's plenty of people that may not be able to resonate with what other people are saying, but they do resonate with you. They do know, like, and trust you. They want to hear more from you. They want to invest in you. And if you don't have that spot for them to go to get those resources, to get your products, to get your services, to know first about your events before they go up, then you're doing a disservice to the people who want to know, like, and trust you. Okay? We all need our own little hub. Mind the Scope Mastermind. You know, I'm thinking about starting another group that is more on the teaching and coaching side. Speaker and coaching side. Well, it's really going to be for the Social Power Summit. So there's going to be a group for the people that came from the Social Power Summit, and we'll be able to grow and do more and, you know, start doing more things on that level. And if you are building a platform, don't just make it a platform. Don't just stick it out there, say, please, people come, and then that be it. Okay? Don't let that be the end of it. Don't let your event, don't let that platform be the end. Because they have questions. They need some more growth after the fact. Okay? They need more growth. And you are the one to give it to them because it's your platform. You cannot expect them to get all this great knowledge and then go hunting for the next thing, for their next level. No, you need to have a spot for them to come to so that they can reach their next level. And that's what your community is all about. Yeah, we could build a platform, we can do the event, we could do the workshop, we can write the book, and then be done with it. But what a disservice that is for the people that have questions, for the people that need a little bit more. Uh-oh, Vanessa's, I see you coming through. Get them hotel rooms, yes. Hotel rooms are done August 23rd, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do not go to socialpowersummit.com and get that room, they are not playing with me. They are not playing with me. They said August 23rd is the cutoff and they done with me. So, so I want y'all to go ahead and get that room. But we're going to get back into where we were. So I want y'all to, when y'all are building these platforms, when y'all are thinking about these programs, when you're thinking about these books, think about where they're going to go afterwards. Where are they going to continue the learning? Because so many people get inspired by the things that y'all are doing. They need a little bit more. They need to know, hey, I want to work with this person, but how do I find out how they're going to do that? Oh, but they have some questions before they do it. But if they were in your group and they were seeing what kind of knowledge you were putting down, they wouldn't even worry about, they wouldn't have those questions because they already knew you were about that business. So all those preliminary questions would be done, and all that they would be talking to you about at this point is what's the rate and how do I get you? And when can I start? Because they already know that you're in integrity. They already know you're giving good knowledge and information. They already know that you care. And they already know that you're filling gaps. Now, if your group is on point, your group will be doing all four of those things. If your group is doing one or two of those things, we need to tighten it up. If your group is doing 3 of those things, okay, but it needs to be doing all 4. It needs to be doing all 4 so that people, and you probably are really serving with those 3. All good. But it's nothing wrong with making it better. Okay? Because that group is basically supposed to be the reiterator of the brand. Okay? That's really, that's what it does. It's the reiterator. So it's showing you to be an expert. It's showing you to be whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. It's showing your teaching skills because you're doing live streams and you're doing demos. It's showing your speaking skills because you're doing the live streams and the demos. And it's also showing what? The compassion in your voice. Because the compassion in your voice when you're speaking and doing your demos is the same compassion that you're going to give me when we're doing our one-on-one sessions. The compassion in your voice is what you're going to give when we're doing our VIP sessions. Okay? That authority that you're given when you're given each point is the authority that you're going to use to make sure that I'm getting everything I need in that VIP session or in that one-on-one coaching session or service session. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You are helping people connect with you. You are showing people that you are certified in that area. Well, and I mean certified by, you are the expert. Okay? Now, if you are a certified professional, then, say so, and put that out there in the atmosphere as well. I'm certified by 2 different authorities. Getting ready to do a 3rd. But you know how that goes. But does anybody have any questions about what I'm saying? Does anybody have any questions about building the community? If anybody is hindered by starting a community, let's hear why you're hindered, and maybe I can help you with that. Now, some people don't want a community. Some people don't want a platform. That's all well and good. But I'm talking to the people who have made a business, who are selling a product or a service, who obviously are entrepreneurs for that reason, and they need to give the people a little bit more. Okay? That's what I'm talking to. If you have no interest in, necessarily having a community, hi, Bola. And so, but I say, if you have a brand of any type, you should have a community. Because there's no need for you to have a brand if you don't have anybody that's watching you. I'm going to let y'all marinate on that. If you have a brand, what's the point of having a brand if you don't have nobody watching? So you need a community. Because there's always going to be an audience for whatever you got out there. You just haven't found them yet. That's the difference. Okay? Or better yet, they haven't found you. You sit here. You sitting here with the thing that's going to bring them to the truth and to the light. But you have no community for them to come to. You have no, you have no place for them to say, ooh, this is where I'm going to find her. Okay? Then what good is it having a brand? What good is it? But on that note, I'm going to leave you today. So, the question today was, well, I guess it's more of a statement. It was more of a statement. Don't just build a platform, build a community. And why should we build these communities? Why should we build a community? Because we have something that's going to change the world. And we need a platform in order to give it to the people. Okay? That's point blank in the period. Why do you need a community? Because you have something that's going to change the world. And you need a space to give it to the world. That's it. That's all. So I look forward to seeing what kind of communities you're building and how you're making your communities that you've already built better. And if you have any questions, just send me an inbox or write them in the comments below. And of course, replay viewers matter, so put your little replay viewer thing in the box too as well. And I look forward to seeing all of your questions. So until next time.